Hey viewers, welcome to another Games the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing another IEM Kiev match, White Lotus versus Curse this time. So White Lotus is playing as the purple team and Curse Gaming is playing as the blue team. And it seems that the blue team wants to invade, seeing as they're pinging in the enemy jungle. So they are going to group up, but Brand is guarding the right passage, so you should be able to spot them. And yeah, well, with Morgana there, could still be a problem, because if she can land a blind Q, it's very hard to dodge for this Brand. And oh, what? Dude, did you disconnect or what? He did nothing. Nothing landed on him, and still he disconnected. Still he got killed very easily. Anyway, what the hell? So yeah, if you're standing there, then you should at least react to someone coming in. But with Morgana there and Lee Sin there, the chance of him actually getting out would be very slim. So I don't know why they just didn't put a ward there or just waited in this bush where the enemy team is now. Because that would be, well, easier to escape from. And, well, we see Tryndamere trying to get the double golems, but not actually succeeding. And the enemy team says, thank you for pulling them. So now we will take them. And we will gain the half a level advantage. Obviously, in the bottom lane, this purple team will have no problem stealing the double golems. Well, at least one of them, because they knew that the enemy team was in their jungle. So, yeah, why not steal them? So they took the big golem and left the small one. At least that's what I'm assuming happened. And yeah, they will get about half a level advantage out of that for their AD carry. Well, top lane we see Vladimir versus Tryndamere, which is excellent. That is going to be an interesting matchup, to say the least. Pretty sure that the tournament server is one patch behind, so still a 12-second cooldown on the Q. I think it's 12 seconds. Because they buffed Vladimir last patch, and apparently they reduced the cooldown on his Q. Haven't played him since the patch was like 2 days ago, and I haven't played yesterday. Anyway, we see the bottom lane is Graves versus Misfortune, with yeah, two random supports. Doesn't really matter who the supports are. Janna and Soraka. Soraka can go with any champion, and Janna can go with any champion. So, oh wow, he didn't go for that kill. Oh, he's waiting for his jungler to arrive so that they can actually tower dive. And yeah, they have to do it quickly, because otherwise they will not get this kill, and they will get killed because of this. Yeah, because obviously the Vladimir will get more and more life if you leave him, and well, they do get the kill eventually. I don't know why this guy isn't just attacking the turrets, but now he is. And Vladimir coming in with teleport, which is a good thing to do, because, well, it's really early in the game. They're not going to go for dragon, and that was definitely not a good thing. Yeah, he was out of range of the Q. Still trying to get the Q means that, yeah, you're basically not going to get the kill anyway, and you might as well just run out and not show where you are. So, yeah, not a whole lot of exciting things for the moment. Except that top lane, yeah, top lane is pretty pushed, so we might see a gank coming in. A gank from the other side this time. Because, well, we just saw a gank from Maokai, and Maokai actually getting an easy kill there. So, yeah, the bottom lane is pretty much in the middle, the mid lane is in the middle, and the top lane is now a little bit pushed forward Vladimir. And there we see Maokai coming in once again. Yeah, they get the slow off. Yeah, the twisted advance into the Q, which I'm not sure what it's called. And they don't dare to. Oh my god. Both of them run out, and they don't get a kill there. So this Lee Sin, because yeah, he was camping mid lane for a bit, is now busy with his blue once again, and oh, Vladimir! No, yeah, Vladimir gets the kill, but doesn't get killed. That is pretty good. And it seems that Morgana still wants to get that, but I'm not sure on which team Morgana is. Oh, Morgana is on the team of Vladimir. She was just trying to protect Vladimir from someone who would come in from the jungle. Only there was no one missing, so I don't know who she expected would be there, but okay. Anyhow, yeah, let's take a look at the minion scores then. Bottom lane first, that's 48 versus 49, so that's equal. Then mid lane is 46 versus 54. So there's a slight advantage to Brand here, which is fine. I mean, obviously, Brand is a good farmer. And yeah, then top lane, 32 versus 33, so equal as well. And then finally the junglers, 28 versus 25, so everyone is pretty much at the same level. The only difference between the teams is the 1 kill, and about, I don't know, 600 gold, something like that. But 600 gold is, yeah, kind of the amount of money they get for an assist. So the blue team has probably 1 assist more. No, actually they have 4 assists, where the enemy team has only 1 assist. But the 4 assists come from the first blood, I'm assuming. So because they got first blood, they have a little bit of an advantage, because it was an assisted kill, obviously. Yeah, the 4 assists altogether give you something like 300 extra gold. So that's a total of 700 gold, whereas the unassisted kill gives you 300 gold. So yeah, big difference. And that is why giving away first blood like this would be very, very bad for everything, basically. So the yeah, the first blood, I still don't know what happened there, because Brand seemed to have completely frozen. He didn't do anything. He didn't even try to run away or use his flash or whatever. I mean, the chances of him getting out would be slim, even though he had flash up. But he did have flash, so I'm not sure why he didn't use it. He could have flashed over to the red buff and then ran out, but instead did nothing and died. Don't know. So getting all of the last hits there, which is excellent. I mean, versus the turret, it is really hard to do that, and almost getting snared by the Morgana. even though she couldn't really see him, so she had to estimate where he was going, and she did a good job of almost guessing that. Not actually managing to catch him, obviously. Yeah, the tormented soil is such a good way to well, to get the minions, that it's very hard to farm against that. And purple team is going for dragon here. It seems that the enemy team has no vision of this, and since they're all here, it doesn't really matter whether they have vision or not. Morgana coming in, getting hit by the sapling, and yeah, nothing else happens, so they just pick up a dragon. And the gold is equal again. As you can see, 13.4 versus 13.3. And yeah, they're going to get a kill on Morgana here, because Morgana apparently already used her shield. And they get an easy kill. Even if she used her shield, I don't think she could have gotten out of that. She was in the wrong position when all of them basically were there. All of the enemies. And yeah, only Misfortune wasn't there, I think. And Vladimir pushing the turrets. Yeah, Trunamir obviously going to try to kill him, but his... wow! His ultimate just saving him there. He did still have the heal up. But I don't think that would have been enough if Vladimir had hit him with even one spell. But yeah, the heal was up, so he can stay in lane, and Maokai picked up the kill there. Nicely done. Making it 2 and 3 now. And definitely bringing the advantage into the purple team's favorites for the first time. Because after that start where Brand basically got killed for nothing, they've been behind all game, and now they're up by 800 gold. 800 gold, of course, still not a big deal. But yeah, it is kind of a start of what could be, if the gold lands in the right position, so with your carries, you can definitely make something out of that. And we see Brand here trying to prevent the Morgana from getting the blue. And doing a good job apparently, because Morgana doesn't have the blue now. And she's going to try again. Yeah, the black shield going down. The black shield obviously preventing her from getting stunned. And preventing her from taking magic damage for a while. It only works on magic damage. So, yeah, well, they're still trying to prevent the Morgana from getting the blue. Don't think they're going to succeed in the end, but yeah, the blue did reset. And, oh, Maokai getting caught here, and is going to die because of this. There is no way he's going to survive that, yeah. Trindamir and Brand were coming in, but too late, and didn't manage to do anything about that. And this is why the snare on Morgana is such a strong tool. If you can hit it, and you have multiple, so like a 2v1 situation like here, it is basically a kill every time. And especially if you have something to follow it up with, of course. In this case they didn't, but still, it is still very hard to get away from it, even if there is no follow-up. But it is a skill shot stun, or snare, and it can be dodged, obviously. So that's why it can be, or it is a little stronger than, for example, the Tarek stun, which, although it is a stun and not a snare, it is undodgeable. And yeah, that makes it kind of easier to land, but it's not as long ranged, it is not as long, and it probably doesn't do as much damage. So Brand getting a blue here, because he was completely out of blue and or out of mana. And obviously, yeah, it is good for him to have blue anyway, for the cooldown reduction. So we see Lee Sin getting an Oracles really early on. Well, guess not. It's not that early anymore. But yeah, with only his Wriggles and Boots level 1, it is pretty early to get an item that is this expensive and that he can lose really easily. But yeah, it is worth it, of course. Getting some wards out, or taking some wards out, and well, basically denying vision for the enemy team is really huge in these kind of matches, because well, the only thing that the enemy can do to prevent ganks from someone like Lee Sin is to have wards up, and they did place a new ward in the river bush, so they see him coming. Only, yeah, he now sees the ward, so now they no longer have any idea where he is. Still know, of course, that he's probably here. And Dragon seems to be coming up really soon. Yeah, the whole team chasing after them, but nothing is going to happen. Except for a little bit of damage on Tryndamere, but yeah, well. So already a Shirelius on the who has it? Oh, it's Maokai. On the Maokai. Yeah, the Shirelius, of course, really helpful in chasing down teammates. Or teammates, enemies. And also really useful for getting out of fights. So not getting caught, basically. And that is what the supports normally use it for. I mean, if they're not in a team fight, they can use it to escape. And who's going to get the dragon? I think the purple team got the dragon, but I'm not actually sure. Anyway, team fight going off, and for now it is 3 versus 3. But yeah, Vladimir making that 4 versus 3 for team Cursed Gaming. And yeah, only Jana is still alive. On the other team, Soraka and Vladimir are still alive. It does mean that the Oracles is now gone on Lee Sin, and that's exactly what I meant by saying that it's risky to go for such an early Oracles. He got 2 wards out of that, I think. Maybe 3? No, 2. Pretty sure it was only 2. So, yeah, you need 4 to make it worth it. And obviously it is yeah, it is kind of worth it for the team then. It's really it's hard to explain why it's not really as simple as, well, taking 400 gold for 400 gold. But if you have a lot of gold, spending some gold on a ward isn't that big of a deal. Obviously, if you have Wriggles Lantern, then placing a ward isn't that big of a deal. But still, I'm counting every ward as 75 gold plus 25 for killing it. So basically 100 gold total. And since Oracles costs 400, picking off 4 wards would make it worth it for the team. But obviously, if you're a support like Soraka, you don't get a lot of gold. So the 400 gold will be worth more to you than it is to your carry, who has, well, thousands and thousands of gold. Something like 10,000-12,000 gold is kind of an average build. And the expensive builds will go up to 14, 15, 16,000, I don't know exactly. But yeah, a lot more than, or well, so much that the 400 gold wouldn't really matter that much anymore. It is still a big deal, obviously, and you really don't want to lose the Oracles in any case. But yeah, as a team, it's really a matter of placing a pink ward to get rid of the one ward. yeah, the pink ward, by the way, is if you take out an enemy ward, the enemy ward being worth 75 gold plus the 25 you get for killing it. Yeah, since the pink ward is 125 and you take out 100 gold worth of enemy stuff, you basically pay 25 for the remaining ward if you take out a green ward with it. Obviously, if you take out a pink ward with it, you actually gain 25 gold for the team. And if you don't take out a ward with it, yeah, it's a really expensive ward. But yeah, 125 for knowing that there are no wards at Dragon, for example, so you can safely do it, is good enough. I mean, the knowledge that there are no wards, that the enemy does not see you when you go for Dragon, is worth it. At least, that's what I'm assuming. So the knowledge of having or the knowledge that there are no wards at Dragon is worth 125 golds. It's probably worth some more even. But yeah, well, that's what it's all about. Kind of making a little sacrifice to gain a bigger target or bigger prize. And in this case, the bigger prize would be Dragon. So anyway, there's a ward up from the blue team in the tri-bush up top, and in the enemy jungle, well, near Dragon, which is a smart choice, smart spot. And there is one in the bottom brush from mid lane. So a lot of ward coverage for them. Oh, and there is one at the red buff. So they have plenty of vision. The enemy team, so the purple team, only has the pink ward that Maokai placed. And basically that's it for them. So they have no vision whatsoever, only have that one brush, and the enemy knows that there's a ward there. So, yeah, well, it's going to be hard for them to... Oh yeah, there is also a ward here in the tri-bush, and there's a ward behind Dragon. But the ward behind Dragon, I'm pretty sure, just got planted. And well, the one in the tri-bush I could have missed because I was watching on the minimap, obviously. And on the minimap you cannot really distinguish between one or two wards. It basically just makes one spot. And now one of the wards got taken out, the purple one. So Dragon is up, as you might have already expected, because, well, why else would they fight so much around Dragon? They both knew that Dragon was coming up, and who is going to get it this time? Let us see. Oh, 300 gold going to... no, that's... Oh, 300 gold is not for the Dragon, come on. I didn't see who got Dragon. So annoying, there should be a Dragon counter here. Anyway, the purple team completely wiped out here. That was kind of a big deal. It is now 12-6. I'm assuming the blue team got Dragon as well. But I'm not actually sure, because I didn't see the 190 gold. But yeah, you might have spotted it, and otherwise you can go back. But the gold is now 37,000 to 30,000, which means that by now the Cursed Gaming is ahead by quite a big amount, actually, by about 8,000 gold. 8,000 gold. Yeah. So 8,000 gold would be 2 Trinity Forces or 2.5 Warmox armors. That's a big deal. Obviously the gold is spread around over the whole team, and yeah, therefore you don't see these big items as a difference, but still a difference like this is very hard to come back from, because obviously this game is mostly about the items. Not so much about the levels. Obviously the levels do matter a little bit. But as you can see, Maokai level 11, while some of the others on his team are level 14. But that does by no means mean that he is not strong. It just means that he doesn't have the high level skills yet. But some of the champions don't really need high level skills. For example, Maokai, to take that as an example, assuming that he has the same amount of gold as someone who is level 14, which is possible. It's not very probable, but it is possible, and we see another team fight. So let's focus on that for a while. A nice ultimate from Morgana going off, actually splitting the whole team. And is she going to get this double kill here? She is going to get the first kill, and yeah, Graves is just wiping everyone out. Graves, who is now at 4-1. So actually the first fight he actually got some kills in, it seems, because he got something like 3 kills there. And they're going to go for Baron now. Anyway, with Maokai, as I was saying, he doesn't need the high skills. He just needs to have his Twisted Advance, his Q, and his ultimate. So basically when he's level 6 he can do everything that he can do at level 18. Only, well, the ultimate doesn't do as much damage, but nobody cares about the ultimate doing damage. The Twisted Advance won't do as much damage, but nobody cares about the damage. And the Q doesn't do as much damage, but yeah, that doesn't matter anyway. I mean, Maokai isn't there for the damage. He's there for the disruption, for snaring people, for making sure that the rest of the team can actually pick off the enemy champions that he is snaring. And Brand is going to get another blue buff here. So Morgana also has a blue buff. I don't know why the blue team didn't get the opportunity to steal everything. I guess Baron took a little bit longer than it should have if they wanted to steal all the buffs. But still, they are doing a good job. It is definitely over by now. There is a 10k gold difference, so 10,000 gold difference between the two teams. And it's really hard to come back from that, obviously. Well, it's impossible at this level. In solo queue, it might still be possible to win, because the enemy team might screw up, but these teams are not going to screw up. And, well, I spotted Graves coming in and just went out of the way. Just said, yeah, I'm not going to be in your way. I'm not going to block you. So don't kill me. Yeah, there's nobody on the blue team actually doing very well. That's kind of surprising, because even Soraka has 2 kills. And nobody has, like, well, a super amount of kills. Only Vladimir has 5, and still 5 out of 18 is not that big of a deal. And now Graves has 5 as well. But yeah, on the enemy team, it is kind of sad to see that Maokai has 3 kills, even though, well, as I said, he's the low level on the team. But yeah, he also cannot carry the team. So Tryndamere could carry the team, Misfortune could carry the team, Brand could carry the team, but none of them have the kills, which is kind of sad. Anyway, 3 kills on in that team fight. Yeah, the blue team is just going to finish it now. There's nothing the enemy team could do anymore, and well, they fought valiantly in the end, but yeah, they tried to hold it off, but yeah, that wasn't going to happen anytime soon. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed. I will look out for more games, and I will see you next time. GG.